Here are these restaurants from Kitchen Nightmares UK. Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Field Trend. Did you know Kitchen Nightmares was originally a British show? Well, it makes complete sense, right? Because Gordon Ramsay is a Scotsman from the British Isles. Well, in the video, we take a look at restaurants from the British Isles and see what they're up to today. Stay tuned and watch. Before we start with the video, however, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Turn on the bell for the latest notifications and updates. This way, you will never miss another video. With that said, let's jump straight into today's video. La Riviera. Gordon Ramsay heads to the failing La Riviera restaurant to save it from closure. The restaurant is owned by millionaire Barry Larson, who spends £8,000 a week to run this restaurant. The reason why this restaurant doesn't work is due to the high costs of dining. Desperate to make things work out, Larson calls out to Ramsay and his team to ask for professional guidance. On arrival and on sampling the food, he was appalled by the rich food and being instructed on how to eat. Ramsay advises the owner to go simple, and after much persuasion, Barry Larson finally gives in. Larson renames the restaurant Abstract and introduces a simple menu and a much cheaper dining experience. He also opened another restaurant next door and named it Contrast. However, the owner was obsessed with getting a Michelin star and wasn't able to get one with a simplified menu, so he reverted back to the old complicated dishes. Thanks to the recession, Abstract closed down in December 2009, but it seems Contrast is still up and running to this day. In Abstract's place, a restaurant called Castle Terrace opened up, but it closed down in 2020 due to the pandemic. Clubway 41. For this Kitchen Nightmares episode, Gordon Ramsay pays a visit to Clubway 41 to bring it back on its feet. The three-floor restaurant is run by a couple, Dave Jackson and Don Brindley, and was Blackpool's Restaurant of the Year. After just 5 months, the restaurant makes merely £5,000 a week, which isn't enough to keep the business running. The owners decide to invite Ramsay and ask for much-needed help. When Ramsay eventually arrives, he's disappointed with the salmon and strawberry salad, which he calls dreadful. The pork dish was tough, but he liked the mashed potatoes. Ramsay was unimpressed but walks around Blackpool to talk to locals. He is shocked to learn that almost no one has heard about the restaurant. He invites a few locals to Clubway to see how the staff handles the influx of diners. Nigel, a cook from the cafe, was brought in from the cafe to handle the orders, but he was overwhelmed quickly and burned some of the food. Finally getting tired, Ramsay sets a blind taste test for the owners to make them realize how dreadful the food is. Finally, the owners realize their odd food combinations are not only gross, but don't work. With that out of the way, the Kitchen Nightmares host advises the owners to change the name of the restaurant to something like Jackson's, and the owners agree that it sounds nice. He also advises them to move the service downstairs where it is more visible to outsiders. Post Kitchen Nightmares, things got worse for the owners due to a new bus terminal being placed right in front of the restaurant. The place not only got noisy but reeked of fumes. Eventually, they had to shut shop in 2006. The place was purchased by new owners who opened a new restaurant, and while business was doing great, it eventually shut down as well. The Sandgate Hotel. This business was owned by a married couple, Peter and Lois, and no, we're not talking about the Family Guy couple. The owners are losing £2,000 a week and therefore keep a second job to keep the business afloat. Not figuring out how to fix things themselves, they call on Ramsay to fix their business. The Kitchen Nightmares host is shocked to learn the hotel has multiple restaurants and one chef, Stuart White, who works at all the restaurants simultaneously. To make matters worse, they have over 100 meals on the menu, which is insane, considering they have just one chef. When sitting down to eat in the Japanese restaurant, Ramsay is asked to go down to the basement if he wants his food. Finding this odd, Ramsay complies. When he's served the food, he's disappointed with the chicken dish, which is tough and odd tasting. Ramsay is left feeling horrified with his experience throughout the night. The Kitchen Nightmares host discovers the hotel has lost £30,000 in just 4 months, which is a lot. He learns that the owners are eating out of the hotel supplies, which is costing the hotel unnecessary expenses. After making a few changes, including a shortened menu with simple dishes, Ramsay helps improve the service. Post Kitchen Nightmares, the hotel owners said they have tons of new customers and are quite popular thanks to the new menu. The hotel started making a turnover of £14,000 a week, but despite that, the owners decided to sell the business because they wanted to leave the industry for good. That's all we got for you in today's video. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching!